Hello, Natalia. We are Group 17, and today we are very happy to give you the presentation about dog pool. Here is our content. Firstly, we'll talk about introduction to our presentation, and then we'll give the rich picture and business model. And finally, we use the Excel analytics and give our innovation ideas. Our purpose of this project is use Excel analytics model to make recommendations about survey acquisition strategy for the next year.
So we are going to start off by presenting you with a rich picture of your business. This tool helps us to fully describe Dogpool's current business context in terms of the firm, industry, and external factors that affect it. Rich picturing will consequently help us identify the various current and potential issues that your business could face. With the current business model, certain problems arise. Firstly, we have the dependency on Facebook. It is not a stable platform for you to operate your business in the long run. Facebook is constantly making changes to their site, and this can affect your business adversely. Also, this leaves you with very little control and a lack of strategic monetization model or clear revenue stream. Since Facebook is a social networking site, there is nothing in place to stop the members from making arrangements outside of your group after establishing contact. This poses a threat and requires mechanisms to retain customers. In order to admit members into the group, you are performing background checks manually, which is a time-consuming process and desperately needs automation. Security and medical insurance of dogs and borrowers is required in case there is any physical harm caused to either of them. Along the same lines, it is safer to establish certain terms and conditions for the borrowing and sharing of dogs to handle user disagreements. There is no activity for marketing or publicity to enable your business to grow. It currently just relies on word of mouth. Coming to industry-related issues, there is a threat of new entrants as the entry barriers for this industry are low and your business model is very easy to copy. And anyone that has Facebook can start their own such group. Apart from this, there are pre-existing services like Borrow My Doggy that are well established and are growing quite rapidly. Dog lovers can also visit pet cafes where they can enjoy spending time with dogs free of cost. There is a conflict of opinions between you and your consultants, and they are focused more on the commercial aspect of the business while you are keen only on the charity side of it. Standard of sponsors is a concern before partnering up. We need to ensure that the organizational culture aligns with the mission of your business. COVID-19 and other unforeseen issues can occur in the future, so it is better to have an alternative or procedures in place that will safeguard your business.
Here comes the canvas. It shows the business model in Dogpool's current state. There are 9 elements to notice in this canvas. But rather than mention all of them, as you know your business pretty well, I will focus on explaining the following parts. The first one is the segment customer. Dogpool's target clients are more than just dog owners and knockdown owners. In fact, it focuses on the geographical relationship between two groups, also raising demands for certain levels of personality and moral characters from both sides. Secondly, value proposition and customer relationship. Dogpool builds and maintains a community, helping dog lovers to communicate with each other. Combined with your genuine love of dogs, users will trust in the platform you have built. This will support the main activities of Dogpools to run successfully. Whereas, we still focus on the channels and revenue streams. For the time being, it is not enough to operate only in the Facebook group. The development of a mobile application enables to make a positive contributions to the income and user growth. To run a mobile application, it is essential to match the user number with the data capacity on the server. How many servers do you need to accommodate the growing user number and then maximize your revenue? We will use Excel analyze models to answer this question. In order to help you better understand the model logic, a dependency diagram is used here to explain the difference in user number, the variation in capacity, or other factors, finally showing the difference in cost and profit.
In the Excel analysis, we have 4 keys: main input, parameters, calculation, and output. So you can test different number of server through typing different number in the place of the main input. For example, if we change the number of servers from 140 to 10, the output will change accordingly. We can clearly see server cost, unmet demand cost, income, and profit. The purpose of Excel Analytics is to find the balance between user demand and server capacity. We should meet user demand to create word of mouth while avoiding spending too much on servers. The data table below provides optimization that helps you to find the highest profit of the year. We test 1 to 200 number of servers to create the bar chart of profit. I use the max formula to find the maximum profit. Accompanied with the max formula, we know that to gain this profit, we should add 65 servers per month. Then we incorporate demand uncertainty into the simulation, and here is the table which randomly generates different demand growth rate according to different probability. I integrate it into the previous simulation and it looks like that. When I click on F9, the random number will change so we can get different growth rate every month. It will affect the number of servers that can bring maximum profit because we can see the number is changing all the time. We can also be certain that the variation of growth rate will change the profit figure. Here are only small differences because the change of growth rate is small in this simulation.
We have done a bit of sensitivity analysis to the case. Though the Excel model is built for the demand growth of 1.64, it is important for us to consider the other demand growth as well. If the demand growth is 1, then we can see that the profits are negative while increasing the number of servers. While considering the demand growth as 1.5, we can see that the profits would increase initially and then decline after adding more than 80 servers. While considering the demand growth as 2, we can see that the profits would be negative initially and then it would increase after adding more than 35.
Based on the sensitivity analysis, we know that we should consider the change of demand growth rate when we make the choice of different strategies. So we have 3 strategies. The first one is prevent 10 to 40 servers. This strategy is less risky when the demand growth rate is low, but we may lose some customer when the demand growth rate is high. Because the number of servers is not enough, the unmet demand can create negative word of mouth, which has negative financial impact on dog pool. You can see that when the demand growth is 2, we will bear some losses using this strategy. The second strategy is to run 45 to 80 servers. If the demand growth is stable around 1.64, we may gain maximum profit adopting the strategy. It is riskier compared to the strategy 1 when demand growth rate is low. Then strategy 3 is to run more than 85 servers. This strategy takes the highest risk. It is good for us to expand our customer base, but we may lose a lot of money. For example, if we rent 100 servers, we can lose £500,000 when the demand growth is only 1.
The following are some of the innovative ideas for Natalia. In order to increase the revenue, Natalia can sign brand deals and also add a feature of premium membership within the app. And she can also collaborate with pet cafes, insurance providers, and salons. Also, she can now have advertisements within the app. In order to broaden the customer base, the firm can create dog shelters for abandoned dogs, conduct dog shows, and also use the mechanism of referral bonus to make more people start using the app. And also, the firm can come up with creating new blogs and blogs for the welfare of the community. For brand expansion, the firm should consider venturing into dog products, welfare trust, dog cafes, dog salon, and dog training school. With respect to the automation part, Natalia can think about scaling the service based on the demand as it's more profitable, and also introducing a member approval using sensitivity analysis. Thank you.
That's all of our presentation. Thanks for listening.